when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Benson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Quick throw, taken in, and a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Saints offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline, it'll be an incompletion. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Saints first down.
First down, Saints.
A run with Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
At the 44-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. The right side to Olave. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard. Back to the air one more time. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
They'll look to throw yet again. Now he'll run it. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Saints. Saints offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Escaping to his left. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard. 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And the Saints, first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
They'll look to throw again. Rush to his left.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he will have a first down, and they're into field goal range now at the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to air this one out. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. The Saints offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to tweak it and go.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Saints.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll throw out of the gun. Moving to his left. The work is out wide to Benson. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. They go zone read here on 3rd and short. Mark him right on the 15, and the march continues. That is a 1st down picked up on the ground.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
A give. Here's Benson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Well, I think it goes without saying. I think they clearly lost the time of possession battle in the first half. I mean, it's just bizarre that the first time we're seeing this offense take the field.
Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. And deep for the back of the end zone. His throw out in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Forced out wide. Oh, the ball's out. The Jaguars have it. He's inside the 30. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the Saints offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Trayvon Walker in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger...
And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get them...
Saints offense. And their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. At deep for Olave. He's got it! And he'll take it on in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. The Saints offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game.
Check that. Here we go.
They'll run. Here's Benson. And he'll wind up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 16-yard line. Again, it's Benson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. They'll run here with Benson. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout to talk things over before 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's a run, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal. On the move left. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So this one a win for the visiting Saints. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
And now, here are your 2031 New Orleans Saints.
visitor's sideline, their head coach. His guys come in here winners of 2 straight. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, champions of their division, know they'll be hosting at least one playoff game in the near future. New Orleans offense set to take over.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out right at the 35.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw here.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And he stopped immediately there.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Saints come into this one looking for a 12th win on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 36 yards on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Benson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Benson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want to repeat of their first drive.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. He'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. 2nd and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Olave over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Olave. A gain of 9.
2nd and 1. That's Olave bringing in another one. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
1st and 10.
As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans.
Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 5. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's across midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 88. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. Is the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Another run here with Benson. They find some open field here. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's good for the Saints.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, some strong running. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, Benson running right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He was taken down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they're going to speed things up here.
6-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. He'll try and do that. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, and pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
They run over center with Benson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A give. Here comes Benson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there in the 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Benson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he'll take it. Into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. This one a victory here for New Orleans. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks.